Hey guys, welcome back to the Cool Classic Cage Show. And today we are talking about PlayStation because the PlayStation CEO has said some interesting things and may confirm where gaming is headed for the future. And a lot of it might be well, following the company that's in last place in the console market. Holy, let's get into this information, guys. This is from Insider Gaming. Sony CEO says PlayStation's gaming future will be on PC, mobile, and cloud. They said as the leading console maker in the world, Sony is in a special spot with the PlayStation 5 and its gaming business. The console sales have continued to rise since its 2020 release, and the PlayStation division has been working toward keeping its hold on the top spot in the gaming industry for the future. And it's crazy to see, really, to me personally, like Sony have such a strong sales, uh, just strong sales generally for PS5, and to me this is all based off of the goodwill of PS4. I feel like their strategy for PS5 has not been nearly as good as their gaming strategy with PS4, and really just the games have been really stagnant. So it is quite an achievement to see PlayStation 5 do so well. Um, and really, what competition do we have? I mean, the Switch is an amazing device for its time, but it's on its last legs. This is likely the last year for Switch. And Xboxes don't really sell as much. They sell about as much as Xbox One, and I mean that's not necessarily a good thing. It's not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either. Um, Sony has dominated console market, man. They're next to nobody really. Shockingly, especially since I don't think PS5 generation's been that good, in my personal opinion. What that future holds, however, is anyone's guess, including Kenshiro Yoshida. In an interview at Norges Bank Investment Management, the Sony CEO talked about where he sees the future of gaming for PlayStation going in both the short and near term. Isn't that kind of like the same thing? Didn't you just use two terms to say the same thing, Insider Gaming? I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. They said it will be ambiguous, Yoshida said. Wherever there is computing, users will be able to play their favorite games seamlessly. Why PlayStation will remain while what the heck is with this article, man? Who wrote this? Jeez. They said while PlayStation will remain our core product, we will expand our gaming experiences to PC, mobile, and cloud. And mind you guys, PlayStation games are already on PC. I'm highlighting expand our gaming experiences. So, hey man, PC, mobile, cloud. I know that PlayStation has mobile game developers. I know that they're, pushing cloud in their own right. They should, after all, they charge for you to use their cloud services. I mean, what? But and as with PC, I see them definitely going day and date, man, with their games on PC. Let's go. So you fanboys that are mad about Helldivers 2 and how you could crossplay with PC gamers and you gotta pay for PS Plus, well, you better get used to getting fucked, because it is what it is. And hey man, maybe your precious single player over the shoulder cinematic as AF games may also be coming to PC day and date as well. And hey man, you're just gonna have to learn to live with that one. But there's nothing thus far that, other than them just going through with it, that's led me to believe, well, it's not happening. Day and date is happening. The only thing I think stopping them at this point is just, well, they're still transitioning to new leadership, but also really their developers just can't manage it. I mean, it sadly is what it is. They don't seem to be able to manage making games for more than one platform at a time. At least some of them. Naughty Dog, with the assistance of Iron Galaxy, absolutely failed in porting over The Last of Us Part 1 to PC to get it out within 5 months. Within 5 months of the PS5 launch version. So, if your precious Naughty Dog, who everyone says is still top tier, even though they've just re-released their catalog, they can't even do it. So I think that's really the main thing holding back day and date between PlayStation PC. But let us continue. They say, speaking of the cloud and non-traditional gaming, Yoshida was asked about the movement towards subscription services for gaming. It's something that, while he sees the value in, doesn't believe it's a catch-all solution for gamers. And I guess this is the biggest differentiating factor from PlayStation and Xbox. I feel like Xbox is all in on Game Pass. That is like, all their eggs in one basket scenario. Because without Game Pass, I mean, what strength does Xbox have? I don't really see it personally. Hey, maybe you Xbox fans can, give an answer to that, but I just don't see it. They've entirely relied on Game Pass, the value, the value in that subscription-based model. Without that, I don't really see much of a strength for Xbox. And PlayStation has admitted that they're not going down the exact same Game Pass route. Like, they have, their quote-unquote answer to Game Pass. In my opinion, it's inferior to Game Pass. I have no interest in upgrading my PS Plus that I already have. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I'm going back to PlayStation after getting this ultra wide, in my personal opinion, but I ended up getting like multiple years of PS Plus at the standard price way before they actually implemented the new, tier-based model. I got it for like half price for multiple years. That's why I ended up buying it, because I thought, hey, I'm going to be playing on PlayStation. That's my place to play. Last gen, that was my main place to play. And yeah, I just I don't see myself upgrading. There's just no reason to, for me personally. So they don't really give that value with their service. They don't do day and date. So to me, there's really just not much there. I already have an insane library of PlayStation games, mostly PS4. I have a decent catalog of PS5 games as well, but yeah, they definitely aren't all in on that subscription-based model. But I think that it's good that they do give you options. It's important to have options in it. When it comes to PlayStation, they do provide those, which is a positive thing, even though I don't really think their tier-based subscription service is necessarily good at all by any means. People usually play one game at a time, he said. So all you can eat type of many games may not be so valuable compared with video streaming services. And I mean, everyone's like play style is just different. Like, you guys hear what I'm playing whenever we talk about what we're playing, what we're watching on Two Real for Feels podcast, or we're discussing, what everyone's been playing on one of my live streams. I'm always playing like more than one thing. I can't help it. I have Fortnite. I'm trying to complete my battle pass. I'm playing all these other games. Like, I like little games, big games, multiplayer games, everything in between. So I personally don't play one game at a time, but also I likely have undiagnosed ADHD. Mostly jokes, but I really do feel like that sometimes. And so I know other people that, yeah, they'll only play one game, but I know a lot of people as well that will play a fuck ton of games. Like, it's hard to determine what is the general, what is the general mindset of a gamer. I mean, I guess if you have like, a super duper casual that only plays Madden, only plays FIFA, only plays GTA, only plays Call of Duty, I guess it'd be easy to say, yeah, people usually play one game at a time. But your more hardcore gaming audience that actually likes a variety of games, I don't think that they necessarily play one game at a time. So it's good to be able to accommodate all play styles, generally speaking. And they say, so all you can eat type of many games may not be so valuable compared with video streaming services. So we'll have a kind of balance or hybrid service on PlayStation Network, a subscription as well as paper content. And yeah, I could definitely, I think that is, at the end of the day, probably the best option for PlayStation, or really like just like these mega corporations, all of them really just provide more options for the gamer, because everyone's different and that's important. And you see, lastly, Yoshida was asked specifically about the recent Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard and how it will impact the direction of PlayStation. Without really giving much away, Yoshida said that what is with this article? That the Sony will continue to work to give PlayStation members the ability to play the best games with the best options. And well, I mean, hey man, best games can be argued, I guess, but best options, I don't know about all that, buddy. I think that you guys need to work on that personally. Said healthy competition is necessary for the game industry to grow, and at Sony, we believe it is important to provide gamers with different options to play. That is positive right there, he said. So we'll continue our efforts to achieve this. And this continues to confirm what we've been saying, man. What has been the reality that, hey, man, it's not about the console anymore. You know, it just isn't about the console anymore. It hasn't been for a while. Sony knows that the idea is to be everywhere. And guess what? Xbox has had that idea for a while. And it's interesting, while Sony is the market leader, Sony always copies other people's strategies. If it be Xbox with, hey, being against like the subscription service of gaming, to, you know, with the implementation of Game Pass, to them providing their own answer to Game Pass. Now it seems, well, they're definitely indulging in being on all sorts of devices. So that's just what it is. And I do want to also reference how not only was this Insider Gaming article garbagely written, but the tweet for it was so misleading that it actually got a community a community amendment, because the tweet said, Sony CEO says PlayStation's gaming future will be on console, mobile, and cloud. They purposely omitted PC. And community notes strikes again with the facts, baby, which is entertaining. But yeah, my one issue with this plan is, for me personally, I think mobile gaming is a joke. Fuck mobile gaming. I absolutely hate the concept of it. You will not catch me playing mobile games, especially if they're actual console level video games on a mobile device, like my actual cell phone. I'm not talking about, like, I know some people may consider like handhelds to be mobile devices. No, that's like handheld gaming. There's a specific difference. But if you're gonna try and force me to play video games on my phone, go fuck yourself. Like, I will never do that. I hate the concept of it entirely, because, well, you know, cell phones are not for gaming. They can be if you so choose for it to be, but that's not me at all, and never will be. That's something I will never, ever, ever cross when it comes to gaming. So, and honestly, I don't care about cloud. I will not stream my video games. I will stream my video games to you, but I will not stream the actual video game itself. That's disgusting to me. Like, the thought of it, disgusting. Latency, blah, blah, blah. You know, you couldn't give me a PlayStation Portal. You couldn't give it to me for free. That's just how I feel personally. You know, to each their own if that's what you're into. But latency, all that nonsense, not actually having the game itself on a hard drive, on an SSD, where, you know, it plays seamlessly. Not for me. Not for me. I hate it. The thought of it makes me want to vomit. This is lowbrow gaming for me, to me personally. You do you, but that's how I feel. I just want PlayStation to expand to PC. I want everything to come to PC, because PC is the best place to play video games, and it needs to continue to get better. So everything on PC sounds nice, and PlayStation seems to be getting a memo. And so all you fanboys out there that have been resistant, hesitant, have said like the way Xbox does things it is garbage and that PlayStation is somehow better. Well, PlayStation continues to copy Xbox with their general strategy. While they still haven't, faltered entirely on their subscription service model, well, hey, they've went down the subscription route just like Game Pass and gave you a more inferior version of Game Pass in which you still have to pay $70+ for new AAA first party games. So yeah, that sucks. At least I don't have that problem. But guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. If you can, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me over on Twitter or Kick if you'd like to continue the conversation. I just started a merch shop. Description link will be in the description down below if you want to check that out. And guys, well, I'll be and send them out. Peace.